Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to any new visitors we have. You're welcome here in our 60andMe community for women over 60 who are living their lives with passion and purpose and exploring new options in everything that they do. Now, a lot of women in our community are approaching retirement age and many are already retired. And perhaps you're in that situation of, just planning and thinking about it and, a little bit scared about what it's going to be like. We've spent many, many years of our lives in careers, in a context where we had relationships, that sort of established friendship and context, but now we're out on our own. But there, I think, are 5 ways to find happiness in retirement, and I want to share those with you, and hopefully they'll make you feel inspired to not be so afraid of it, and to see it as something as a positive, and it's going to bring you joy and happiness. For many women, it can seem quite intimidating, and if you're one of those people, well, you're in the right place. We are here for you. So the first thing is, and it's kind of a fundamental thing, it's about embracing the unknown. Now, we have worked all our lives, society has told us to sort of, fit into a form, fit into a formula, into society's expectation of what a woman, needs to do in the career or the role that you've decided to play. But embracing the unknown is something that is scary. And it's something that we, have maybe tried really hard to avoid all our lives. It is, in my opinion, fundamental to having a happy and fulfilling life after retirement, because things are not going to go as planned. You're not going to be in the same boxes that you were before, and that's great. There's now time to try some different ways of living and help you find happiness through just simply embracing things that are holding you back. Let go. Let go of your worries, let go of your concerns that it's not going to be, happy, or that you're not going to achieve all the things that you want. You may have a list a mile long of things that you want to accomplish in retirement. But I think by trying to plan it all, this has just been my experience, trying to plan it all and have everything laid out for you, it just doesn't work so much as just embracing the unknown. Try new things. Try a new you. Take on a new look, a new passion. Try something as a hobby that you've never done, or volunteering. But it's fundamental to all of that is embracing the unknown. And I think given I'm thinking about the state of the world at the moment, we can't really predict anything's going to happen that we thought was going to happen. It's all, and if we can hold on to images and visions of what could have been, should have been, must have been, then we're never going to move ahead. So the adventure that retirement can bring you, I think, is part of the happiness that you're going to get from it. Try new things. And part of that is exploring new passions. Now, there's so many wonderful stories, and that we share a lot of them on 60andMe. Women that have tried, something completely different. They may have been a lawyer in their career, or an administrator, or a nurse, and now they decide to be a chef or have a floral design company, or just love to write. And there's so many passions that we maybe have put to one side and prioritized everybody else. Okay, if you had children, they always come first, and even into your adulthood, into their adulthood, they always come first. But I think in your retirement, you have an opportunity to just try a new passion. Go back to your childhood. Remember what you loved to do when you were a kid, and just give yourself the opportunity to do it again. Try it in a new context, with maturity, with wisdom, and hopefully a bit more time and maybe a bit more money to do those things that you've always put aside, but to try new passions. Painting, writing, something else, whatever it is, that's going to bring you happiness in your retirement. And maybe that's the one that you're moving towards, that you're really looking forward to. Another one is spending time with family. Now, this is one that you might want to blend in with other things. If you have family, whatever else you decide to do, embracing the unknown or new passion, you're going to probably want, hopefully, to spend time with your family. And I know that there are many women out there in our community who are dealing with kind of, separation anxieties with their adult children. We've written about that so much, and that's not a source of happiness, of course, for many, many of you. But if you can break yourself away from it, know that you did everything that you could. I'm not saying the best you could, or the way, you may have made mistakes along the line, but you have to let it go. And so spending time with your family, though, might be a big, big part of your retirement plan. Now, for me, I'm fortunate that I have part of my family here nearby, so I can spend time almost every day with my grandchildren, and I love it. And that is part of my plan. I'm not retired, of course, because I'm doing 60andMe full time, but I actually am spending as much time as I can. Maybe you want to relocate. Maybe you want to move. I have a friend, Sherry, who moved from Bali to Minnesota. Now, there's a switch. from the beautiful paradise of Bali to the freezing cold winters of Minnesota. Why? Because she wanted to be with her family. That was part of her retirement plan. That was her retirement plan. Not actually, that actually, funnily enough, was reached through the first one, which was embracing the unknown, because that got her back where she made that decision. But you know your own choices. You know what you're going through, and maybe being with your family is important, and spending time with them is going to bring you so much happiness in your retirement. So something to look forward to. Next one is traveling. I mean, I guess I'm kind of a funny person in the sense that I'm trying to do all these things, and maybe that's a bit too much, but maybe it's not. But for me, traveling is a big part of my, getting older and moving into, quote, retirement. I mean, admittedly now I have more time because I'm able to do my videos and my writing and emails and whatever outside of normal working hours. So in the sense, I am retired from, the 9-to-5 job that I enjoyed so much in my life before. But traveling might be your thing. I've actually got, I think, 4 cruises planned this year. They were all, trust me, under $500. I am a budget cruiser. And so I'm doing really inexpensive. One's just a 2-day cruise, one's a 5-day. But I love cruising. I just love it. And I don't know, something about being in a different country, being on the sea. But for me, it's my thing. And so traveling by ship and train, those are my two big things. Makes me happy. So traveling, whether it's a cruise, a road trip, whatever you want to do, that can bring huge happiness in your retirement. And maybe you can share with us in the comments, which one of these 5 happiness keys to retirement you are enjoying. Another thing is volunteering or working for a cause. I think this is the 5th one, and it's kind of, in a way, a really powerful one, because I think all of us are mature enough now. We've been through life. We've seen so much happening in politics and in the world and in our own lives, in our 60 years of living, that we know how things can turn out. And we know if we don't take a stand on some things early on, they can just, sort of snowball out of control into something that we can't change. So I think we've got lots of opportunities now to work on things where we see a need and make a difference. I mean, going back to the volunteering, for example, I'm going to do a video on this because we did a simple question: where do you volunteer? You would not believe the amazing places that people volunteer and what they do. Everything from dog shelters to working in prisons, working on the soup kitchens, working on delivering meals, just helping children in school with literacy, helping people with ADHD or some kind of, mind issues. This is where they think differently and need some support, speech therapy, counseling. I mean, there's so much that you can do if you have a little, even 2 hours a week. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but your time and your understanding, your love, compassion, your empathy will come in so beautifully in these volunteering situations. And then, of course, if you've got a cause that's bigger than that, in the sense that it's more ongoing, maybe it is a political decision that you want to support, or it's something to do with the world that we live in today, with the social situation, food distribution, wealth distribution. Maybe, I'm edging onto politics, which we don't like to get to here in 60andMe, but it's real. It's really what we're dealing with. It's the world, it's politics, it's climate change, it's all the things that we want our children to have a good life, a long life, a happy life themselves. We want our grandchildren to come into a world where they've got possibilities for so much beautiful abundance in their lives, not just stuff, but experience. So I hope that that's another option that may be really pulling you towards retirement, that you're going to get to do something that matters for you. You want that to be your legacy, that you stood up for this thing or you believed in this thing and you went for it. I think it's really powerful. So whether you're retired, planning retirement, right in the middle of it, your decision making, trying to save for it, trying to think about it, know that there are some ways, and surprising ways maybe, to find happiness in retirement. And I hope that I've covered them in enough detail that you can hook onto 1 or 2 of them and just embrace it. Don't be afraid. And we're here for you at 60andMe, by the way. We have, we're on all the channels now that you could possibly imagine. I'm even on Instagram and TikTok, and we've got Facebook, of course, Twitter. We're here. Our website is full of new articles every single day. On YouTube, I do 4 videos a week. And I'm doing YouTube Shorts, which are those 1-minute, sort of quick hello, goodbye videos. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok, which are very good experiences for me. I'm really learning a lot by other people on those platforms. So come join us there. And also we have a supporters group. It's a Patreon supporters group, and it's for supporting 60andMe. But we have live shows, we have exclusive videos, but most importantly, a way to make friends. This is a big community now. 500,000 women come to our website, but this is a smaller group that you can meet people in person, in your city, in your place. It's really, really cool. That's Patreon, patreon.com/60andme. Thanks again for being here, everyone, and for being such a great part of the team here. Team 60andMe, we're here to help you through the next few years of retirement planning. And if you've got any questions, leave it in the section below. Share your thoughts. Which one of these happiness triggers is appealing to you? Take good care, everybody. Lots and lots of love.